Hi! In this video, you will learn how to do a Google Hangouts on Air. And in order to do that, you're going to go to hangouts.google.com and you will be taken to this screen. If you are signed in, it will already say hello to you. So it's saying, hi, Jennifer. So in the top left-hand corner, you will see a menu. If you hover over it, it will actually say menu. So when you pull that down, what you're looking for is your Hangouts on Air button. And that looks like it has a little YouTube icon, because if you will note the difference between a regular Hangout and a Hangout on Air, it is that a Hangout on Air is actually live streamed as well as recorded on video automatically onto YouTube. So I've already set up my YouTube channel, so you will need to do that in order to actually start a Google Hangouts on Air. So I'm going to click on that right now, Hangouts on Air. And it says create a Google Hangout on Air. And you have a couple of options. You can actually create it right now, or you can create it later and give it a date. So I'm going to call this Test 2, because I just finished Test 1. And this is about how to create a Google Hangout on Air. I am going to start it now. And I am going to go down, because I'm in my Google Apps for Education environment, it automatically defaults to just my environment. So I need to click down in order to go public. And I have to actually allow external sharing. I can only do that if my YouTube channel is not private. So if you don't even see this button when you try to do that, that's why. So I'm going to allow external sharing now. And I'm going to share with my buddy Scott Boland, and I'm going to hit share now. Okay, so that's phase one. That's setting up your Hangout on Air. And then you'll notice what happens is it comes into your Google Plus account, and it looks like this. So it's not quite, it's blurry. And what I need to do is press start the Hangout on Air. This doesn't mean I'm going live. Starting the Google Hangout on Air is what you would do to just launch it. And so I'm going to need to still connect with my friend Scott, or whoever it is that's going to participate, in order to do this. So I'm going to have to invite Scott again here. Actually, Scott, I'm going to invite him to his .ca account. And hopefully he got the invitation. If he didn't, I'm always paranoid about this, right? So if he didn't, I'm also going to go invite people, and there's a mail option there, okay? So you can do it that way. But I think that Scott may have gotten the invitation. And you'll notice down in the bottom here it says off air. So this isn't streaming to YouTube yet. What I'd like to do, though, is I would like to go to the bottom right-hand corner and click on the link, because I might want to share this event page. Hey, Scott. How you doing? And he's muted because, actually, he's not, so I'm going to mute him. There, he's muted now. And he might have to turn off his speaker, because he's actually in the same room as I am. But you'll notice that I was able to, I can hide him from the broadcast, I can have him present to everyone, I could even eject him, but I won't eject you, Scott, or I could mute him if I need to. And the advantageous part about muting people who are at the bottom who are not speaking is you won't get a lot of excess noise. But as I was showing you in the bottom, there's the opportunity for links there. And so I can share this link via email to a whole group of people. You could have thousands of people watching your Google Hangout on Air if you want. When it goes live, you'll notice it says start broadcast, so we're not actually live yet. I can share this on Twitter. I can go out of here, put it on Twitter and say, hey, I'm about to start a Google Hangout on Air, come and join us. When you actually start to broadcast on Twitter, on YouTube, is when you hit start broadcast. Before we do that, I'm going to show you a couple of other things here. There's a chat window so that the participants in the Google Hangout actually get to speak to one another, but no one watching the YouTube video will see that. That's just an internal feature. If you have a PowerPoint to share, or you want to share your screen, there's a screen share option there. A Q&A, you can enable Q&A, which means the people, the audience members, now the people who are watching the YouTube channel live stream of it, can actually ask a question if they're in the event page. Cameraman will give you a couple of extra broadcast settings that you can explore. You can go into the Hangout toolbox and do a couple of things there. You can add your lower third, which is basically you can put your name down at the bottom and maybe your Twitter handle. This never works for me with great consistency. I'll have to be 100% honest with you. Let's see if it works for me now. And it did. So there I am. That's what the lower third does. Before it didn't work. I don't know why it does. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. And to get back out of the toolbox, I'm going to hit it again. So that's everything that you see there. I'm going to hit Start Broadcast now, and it reminds you that you're about to go live. So we're going live. Yay, Scott! Here we go. And he's waving. And so now this is being broadcast live on YouTube. And when you stop the broadcast, which I'm going to do now, you could then chat again amongst yourselves because you're offline. You could say goodbye to each other. And then what you'll notice, bye Scott, thanks so much for being my guinea pig again. You're the best. I'm going to leave the call and show you what this looks like on my, so it says the Hangout's now over. The recording is in YouTube. So I can use all of the YouTube settings in order to edit this, make it unlisted if I want to, if I have kids in the background and I don't know whether or not they can be broadcast. Actually, you should have figured that out before you started the on air. You want to make sure no students who aren't allowed to be online are online. But just say you don't want it to be totally public, you can change that in your YouTube channel listings. And then in a few minutes, this is actually going to be live right in here for anyone who wants to see it. So that's it. That's how you do it.